Joe H. Henry's new EP, Real Things, is out now, and he's currently on an East Coast swing. He recently had a stop at the East Coast Amateur Boxing Club in Halifax, and Firm Foundation Media had a chance to sit down with the singer-songwriter. Joe, you're on this East Coast tour. What can you tell me about your latest single, Real Things?
Well, I can say that it has been treating me real well ever since I put it out in the world. It's something that was born on the shores of the Bay of Fundy. And it's a little bit of everything that got me to the point that I'm at now in life, where I can be exactly who I am and still provide for my family without trying to pretend to be a real boy, you know?
Sometimes you'll hear people say just how hard it is to express themselves and what they're feeling and what they're thinking just in a conversation. Mm-hmm. How much does music and lyrics and songwriting allow you to maybe share things that you might not ever be able to share otherwise?
Oh, well, it's a free ticket to ride. Man, anything you want to say, anything you want to do, that's the beautiful thing about art, is that that's what it's there for. It's 100% unapologetically whoever is utilizing it at the moment. I love art for that.
And in terms of this journey that you've been on, writing music and performing, what have you maybe learned about yourself a little bit and about music?
I've learned that I am somebody who chases squirrels, but this helps me catch them. You know, it keeps me a little bit more focused because I can be 6 things at once in one song. So I get my passions out with lyrics, by writing, for tones to support everything, and then this kind of bed track, this layer of landscape sound as well. I can really paint a picture, I find.
What's the biggest difference between Joe H. Henry, the single guy, and Joe H. Henry, the dad of a few kids?
Oh, the biggest difference, I would say, would be I don't have to tell myself to pick up my toys.
This is a very intimate venue and kind of interesting. You're actually performing inside a boxing ring.
Yes.
With an intimate venue like this, what do you hope to see in terms of the reactions of the audience that's going to be listening and really paying attention to the lyrics in your music?
I hope to see people finding exactly what they came out of their house for tonight. You know, whatever it is that they need today for each one of them individually, that we get to, in a space like this, we get to share, you know, and really live in it. That's what I love about an intimate space, is that I can lock in on somebody if I see that they might need a little more of something. We can explore that together a little bit.
Many years ago, when you were riding trains and wondering where you were going to be next, and you look at where you are today, what has that journey been like?
It has been, man, many, many layers of so much good and so much bad, but all for an exact reason. You know, it's been a real opportunity for me to look back on everything, no matter how great, no matter how terrible, and see that everything is for a reason. And as long as you stay true to whatever your reason is within inside of you, everything just falls into place.
You've played with some wonderful, well-known musicians. You've been nominated for awards. Has there been anything to this point in your career that's kind of surprised you and made you go, I can't believe this?
Every single day, man. Every single day I get that. With a new festival saying we'd love you to come and play, or a new place, or new fans joining in, different sales to different countries. It's all mind-blowing, every single bit of it. Every day I wake up and I'm surprised. Every day.
There's a lot of folks out there right now who are maybe struggling and maybe wondering what's next, and wondering about what tomorrow, next week, next month, next year is going to bring. From your perspective, what would your message be to them?
My message would be that whatever it's going to be that, regardless of how you feel about it. So whatever you do should be something that fulfills you wholly, because that's when the world is going to open itself up to you, is when you are unapologetically yourself and you do those things that that bring you the energy that you can give to other people, because we're all kind of just static charge trying to create a spark, and we've got to feed each other that electricity. So as long as you understand that the bad's going to happen regardless, the good is going to happen regardless, and you get to choose how you feel in the moment, make that a positive feeling, and everything will fall into place.
What does your Métis and Indigenous heritage mean to you?
It means everything. It's how I learned how to tell a story, how I learned how to be kind to another human being, how to put it into song, how to laugh about something like falling down and getting back up, and looking at the comedy in life, finding the beauty in it, and understanding that that's all it really is. It's just a bunch of different trials and tribulations to give you what you need to get to the end zone. You know?
When you were a young musician coming up, and maybe even now, who are a couple of your real inspirations?
Ooh, that is a deep, deep well. For certain, I would say my biggest inspiration was the first time I heard Dave Brubeck do Take 5. It was a real permission to me to understand that there's no rules at all. So that's always been a big one for me. But you know, Chet Baker as well, and then a lot of stuff from the 70s, a lot of good old soul, a lot of the Otises, Otis Redding, Otis Rush. I love Delta blues, everything, man. Absolutely everything. I have way too many inspirations to land on one. I'll be here all day talking about it.
Any musician, artist, past or present, if you could sit down, have a bite to eat with them, and just have a chat, who would it be and why?
Ooh. I'd really like to sit down with Willie Nelson and talk with him, because I find that he was my kind of guy in the fact that he didn't really pay attention to genre, and he really kind of dug in. He was a jazz guy and a country guy and a beautiful voice or a beautiful instrumental, or he was everything he needed to be in the moment for that song to live. So I'd really like to pick his brain. Daniel Lanois too, for that same kind of feel, that search of tone. Everything that's magic about a song compartmentalized into different things that make it all come together.
And I could see the spark in your eyes. You were talking about that. Last one for you is simply, where can people learn more about you, find out about tour dates, how they can get tickets, how they can listen to your music, all that stuff?
Oh, definitely. If you go to any of my socials, Joe H. Henry, or joehhenry.com, that'll give you links to any of my socials or where you can get music. You can buy stuff off of my website as well, and that always gets updated all the time to say where I'm going to be next.
Appreciate your time, Joe. Thanks.
I appreciate your time, Scott. Thank you so much.